Some of these psychological disorders are so bizarre, you'll be shocked to learn they actually exist. Psychological disorders are all around us, affecting millions of people worldwide, and yet many of us are not even aware of their existence. They can be devastating, altering the way people think, feel, and behave, and ultimately impacting their daily lives in profound ways. Many people view psychological disorders as something to be feared, something that's only spoken of in hushed tones behind closed doors. But the truth is, they're more common than you think, and the stigma surrounding them can be just as crippling as the disorders themselves. People are often misinformed or misled about what psychological disorders really are, and this lack of understanding can be a major obstacle to those seeking help. We tend to think of people with psychological disorders as being flawed or weak, but the reality is that anyone can develop a psychological disorder at any point in their lives. It's not a personal failing, but rather a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. And yet, despite all this, we often shy away from discussing them openly, fearing that we'll be judged or labeled as crazy. The stigma surrounding psychological disorders is so pervasive that even those closest to us can be perpetrators of it. Family members, friends, even healthcare professionals. They can all contribute to the stigma, often unintentionally. But it's time to change that. It's time to educate ourselves, to raise awareness, and to break down the barriers that prevent people from seeking the help they need. One of the most fascinating things about psychological disorders is just how diverse they are. From disorders that make you question your own identity to those that alter your perception of reality, there are countless conditions that can affect the human mind. Take, for instance, the Cotard delusion, a rare disorder in which people believe they're dead, and often that they're rotting away. Or how about foreign accent syndrome, where people suddenly start speaking in a foreign accent without any apparent reason? The list goes on, and each disorder is a window into the complex workings of the human brain. Then there's the Fregoli delusion, where people believe that multiple people are, in fact, a single person who changes their appearance. And let's not forget the alien hand syndrome, a condition in which people's hands seem to have a mind of their own, performing actions without their conscious control. Each of these disorders is a fascinating, albeit bizarre, glimpse into the intricacies of the human mind. But of all the disorders out there, there's one that really stands out as particularly mind-blowing: the erythromelalgia, a condition in which people feel like they're on fire, literally. They experience burning sensations in their extremities, often accompanied by redness and heat. It's a disorder that's both fascinating and terrifying, and yet it's so rare that many doctors have never even heard of it. Imagine living with a constant, unrelenting sensation of being on fire. Imagine the emotional toll it takes on you, the anxiety, the fear, the desperation. Erythromelalgia is a condition that challenges our understanding of pain and perception, and it's a sobering reminder of just how complex the human body really is. As we've explored some of these mind-blowing psychological disorders, I hope you've come to realize just how important awareness and understanding are. By shedding light on these conditions, we can break down the stigma surrounding them and encourage those affected to seek the help they need. So, which of these disorders surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other topics you'd like to see covered in future videos, feel free to suggest them as well.